let's talk money. Today I wanted to take you through a step-by-step guide on how to ask for a raise. While the thought of requesting for a salary increase can make you very nervous, but think about this yaar, at worst kya hoga? Your boss might say no, but if you don't, who will? And while employers dread the expense of replacing an existing employee and going through the entire recruitment cycle again, still somehow internally asking for a raise is still frowned upon. So do your research. There are n number of places to gather salary data from: the job market, online salary estimators, recruiters in the market, or your co-workers, depending upon your internal company policies. But you have to take proactive steps to understand your worth in the market. Do not use another job offer as a leverage. Ideally, your company wants to invest in an employee who wants to grow with the company. An ultimatum or a threat will just make them question your loyalty. Do know when to ask for a raise. It's all about the timing. So keep an eye on your organization's financial policies, their budget planning, understand how the company has been doing. If they haven't performed well, your request will probably be denied. Occasions such as annual performance reviews, the conclusion of successful projects, and development and adoption of new skill sets at your end or new additional responsibilities are ideal opportunities to review your salary range. Do not emphasize how much you need an increase in salary, but rather you should focus on why you deserve it. Employers are focused on your performance and contribution to the company, so keep your personal matters out of the discussion. Now, let's move on to 3 steps on how you can prepare for a salary review. 1. Prepare your argument backed by data and repetitively reinforce it. So don't expect your boss to have noticed all of your achievements and keep track of all the good stuff that you've done. It's a great idea to proactively mention your accomplishments, your qualifications, or any new certifications that you might have done so that your employer already knows that you're deserving of a raise when you make your request. If you haven't been doing that, try to collect some case studies with specific details and data of how your work has impacted the bottom line or productivity. So this could range from increased revenue, better customer satisfaction, new policies that might have been implemented, greater retention within the team, etc. Maybe you have streamlined some processes for them. Always focus on numbers and data. Numbers never lie. 2. Schedule a meeting. Requesting a pay raise is not a discussion that can take place over an email. So contact your boss, set up a formal meeting, make it clear what it'll be about. Make sure that there's enough time for you to prepare for the conversation and for your employer to start considering how they're going to address the topic for you. If you have an annual review coming up, let your supervisor know in advance that you plan to discuss your current salary. 3. Rehearse what you're going to say. While it shouldn't be a recital, having a good idea of your key talking points will boost your confidence, and it will also give you insights into possible questions that you might face. So you can come prepared with ready answers. Vague stuff like, oh, I improved the morale of the team, or because of me, we're now making 2x the revenue. You should be able to back it with what exactly you did, what that changed, and how that is now resulting into something measurable. Okay, let's move on to what to say and do when you're asking for the raise. This is when you should be dressed like a powerhouse. Dress to your best. Sit in a chair that allows direct eye contact while maintaining a positive and confident body language. Here are some points to include in your pitch. 1. Thank your manager for taking the time out to meet with you and to discuss this. 2. Express how you'd like to grow with the company and mention your career goals. So this is where you want to talk about the next year, couple of years, 5 years, how you see yourself growing within the team, what you've contributed, how you think you can internally maybe make a movement to another vertical, or maybe grow something for them, maybe expand their business. Your longevity in the company, or the way your boss, manager, etc., the leadership, the way they see you fitting in with their long-term goals is extremely important. 3. State a specific percentage or an amount that you think will be a fair increase. Don't leave it vague. Don't be like, I don't know, just bring me up to the market standard. I just want to be paid as much as everyone else. No, give them a specific number and then back this up with your salary research. Now, possible outcomes of salary negotiations can be different. Let's consider 3 scenarios. The first could be they say no to your salary increase request. Now, this can be very heartbreaking considering that you've put in so much of effort and this possibly means a lot to you. But think of it as a practice round for your next salary review. At this point, you want to discuss how you can get to a higher salary number within a certain time frame. These could include taking on more responsibility or adjusting your goals or maybe upskilling yourself, etc., etc. It could also be an affordability issue, which means that at your level, the company just cannot pay you more. Maybe it breaks their internal parity or banding, or maybe the company just doesn't have the kind of funds that they would be able to afford you at the salary that you want to be at. If that is the case, consider asking for perks such as extra vacation time, remote working opportunities, or maybe flexi timings, or anything else that works for you. In some cases, you could also ask for ESOPs. 2. It might be that the company wants to compromise on the salary amount. It's your choice to decide if you're willing to negotiate on your position on the money. Ask yourself if the raise you've requested truly reflects your abilities and contributions, and if it's a realistic expectation. If your boss is offering perks in lieu of an increase, but you are set on receiving a salary raise, discuss a direction that will lead you to your goal in the foreseeable future. 3. They approve your request for a raise. All of your hard work has paid off, you're very happy, but before you move out of the room, make sure to ask questions to clarify what is expected of you. Will there be any additional responsibilities? Will you report to the same people, and will the same team be reporting to you? If you have any new additional tasks, any other criteria that have changed, or a new job description that is required, you should get clarity on this now. So, now that we have walked through the whole process, no matter what is the outcome of the meeting, always follow up with a thank you email. Reiterate the final decision and the action plan that you've agreed upon. Now go get that raise.